Here's a corporate picture of the ethanol plant just outside Corning, Iowa, in a little town called Brooks. This is the entrance using Google Earth. Tracks are on the right. Trucks come in on the left and drop their grain in that building just to the upper right of the big silos. And the grain is ground up and processed. I think they boil it to get the sugar out of it. It shows a great big holding tanks they pump it into. I think they have to cool it off. Looks like a big air conditioner there on the lower left. I'm not showing these pipes yet. Over on the right side is where they load the ethanol. Okay, here's my Rail 6 rendition of the ethanol plant in the little crossroads of Brooks, Iowa, which is just southwest of Corning, Iowa. And this will be on the wall next to the stairs. Here's a picture of the actual location. So the first picture of the off Google Earth I showed you was as it comes into the ethanol plant, and I'll do hillsides. This will be sloped, have trees and the roads going into the plant, maybe some houses over here. And there's a single track, mainline track, BNSF mainline that comes in on the bottom. Then the siding branches off, and between the entrance and then the exit is about 3,500 feet according to Google Earth. There's two sidings here, these two, and then there's a loading siding where the ethanol is loaded right in here, and you saw a picture of that. These are the big silos along the loading track. I think I can use some commercial Walthers ones. This is the big processing plant where the trains bring in grain, and also a lot of truck traffic. I'm not showing the road on here, but this is the weigh station. The trucks come in this way. They go through the dump area here, and they circle back around, and they go out to be reweighed. So that's kind of how that works. These numbers here, this is 3 foot wide. And I was also playing with the 30 inch wide to see if I want to cut this down, how much of this part would I end up cutting off. So you've got the sidings here. And these sidings have grain cars and ethanol cars. And so if I'm using 5-inch cars and I have 12 of those plus a loco, it's about 72 inches. So they would fit on here pretty good. I'm not sure how they move these cars around, if they have their own switcher, or if somebody comes in from Creston, or how that works. But they'll get some tank cars lined up, and they'll run them across here, load them. And this is a pretty long extension going down this way before it joins the main track again. So you get quite a few cars along here. These are some storage tanks, holding ponds. I haven't put the piping in that you saw in the pictures. There's a lot more detail that needs to be added to this. I don't know that I can build the complexity in a scratch built, so I don't know if I can find a background that will show something like that or not. But over in here, I'm going to show some of the farmland. It's in the Google Earth. The time it was taken, they were just plowing the fields, so there wasn't too much corn growing. So as we move to the right, or toward Creston, then this comes down to 18 inches as the cement wall juts out for the garage above it. I'm sorry, jets down to 24 inches, and I was thinking about 18 to save the 6 inches here if I wanted to make it smaller. I don't have room for corning in here. I just threw some of the you know, a little building and some grain elevators in here is kind of a representation. I might do a little road or something around them just to give the idea that, you know, Corning is there. And then this is the cemetery I've referred to in the past, right north of Cromwell, where my wife's family is buried. Generations of her family have been farmers in southwest Iowa, and they're mostly buried in here. Shortly outside Creston, it changes to a double track. Well, actually, it changes to double track shortly after this bridge here, but I'm showing it right here. And then as it makes the curve into Creston, there's a small bunch of grain elevators here. They're not serviced by the train, but you can see the train in the picture I show of this little grain elevator section. Then I already, in the past video, I talked about what I was doing with Creston going down this way. So that's kind of where I'm at with this design. I've got my 4x8 or 3x8 sheets shown on here for the bench work. I'm going to have to change this around because right here, starting here, I want to lower this section about 4 inches. Or maybe I have to start right here since I put Corning in. I'm going to load about 4 inches so I can elevate this track, because this is real rolling hills right through here. And I have pictures of this area I took, which I'll show also. So I want to reflect what's going on here with some cows out in the pasture and a farmhouse along here. So anyway, that's where this stands right now. What are you doing to that drape? What are you doing to that drape? Get a cat.
This is pretty